Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster featuring more than 1,000, here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list of available options and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Time to figure out where on. Now for the fun part. Congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Now pay attention to the expectations of the. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rainbow Warriors about to kick it away and get this season started. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Oh, he's got some space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside. So they'll mark it at the 19. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Touchdown, Alabama! Fitted in the window for the score.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense has the ball for the first time. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back in Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Harris. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
He wants to change this route. Davis looking to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors will try to put one on the board on first and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Davis looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hawaii! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Davis will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, it's picked off.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Gonna sling it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To throw, it's Simpson. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bama.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Stop just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Davis looking to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Barfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Rainbow Warriors had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna run it. It's Barfield. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii!
Man, it's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation. Trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, the ground game. Spins away from the defense. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play callers...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Davis will throw. Pulls it in, it's Barfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. The short hands, it's Horton. That's where they'll mark him, a very productive play and a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
21, Hawaii, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the single back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown tie. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Davis looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got his man quickly. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking for room. It's Barfield. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Davis will throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Punt is on its way. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Davis looking to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Using his feet. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. What a big play this one could be. Tight game. Getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Got a man, it's Harris. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Lots of room to run. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Kansas is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Fog Allen Fieldhouse with the Jayhawks. They're up by 18 over Fresno State.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the point after is good. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently.